Hey everybody, it's Jasmine and I am back with another makeup palette series. I haven't done one in quite some time, and for this series we are going to be discussing Alter Ego. You guys have been hearing me talk about them for probably the past year and a half, and they have been very consistent with all of their launches. So I have talked a lot about their palettes and their products throughout the past year, and I'm really excited to be filming this series because we are going to be discussing every single palette in their collection. They have 6 total. So from today, Monday, all the way until Saturday, you are going to be seeing a brand new makeup tutorial from me. So I hope you guys all enjoy today's tutorial featuring the Artemis palette. So let's go ahead and get started. I can't believe we're doing another palette series video. This is so exciting. So typically for day 1, I like to show you guys my base routine so that with the other days, I could just skip it and it's just straight to the point with the palettes. Now, I am just gonna do my simple foundation routine. This is nothing new here. You guys are probably sick and tired of me using these products, but I have a goal to finish these by the end of the year, and we are slowly approaching, is it already fall? Oh my god. We are slowly approaching fall, so I want to try and get these out of my collection so I could cycle in new things to my routine. First and foremost, I am going to prime my skin with the Touch in Sol No Poreblem primer. This is one of my favorite holy grail primers. It blurs out the skin and preps it for the foundation to make it look nice, soft, and smooth. I just look so orange. I need to stop filming during sunset hours because this lighting situation doesn't do my banana skin any justice. But we are gonna move on into some foundation. I'm using my Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. I am in the shade MG3, and this foundation is amazing because it literally is like the best solid foundation that could withstand any type of weather. It's long lasting but doesn't look too drying or too dewy on the skin, and it can last even without powder. Now bear in mind, I am a normal skin type, so I feel like that's, I don't know, the ideal type to really test out if a foundation can get really oily or really dry. But this foundation to me has stood the test of time, and I already have a backup. My upper lip completely disappeared. Hello, peekaboo, hi. My skin has been pretty red recently. I don't know if it's because of the weather, how the inside of the house is super cold and outside it's really hot. I don't know if I'm just, you know, going through something or if I'm just getting heat flashes. That's been a thing that's going on recently, which has not been fun. But either way, I need to cover the redness. So today I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium. This is my favorite concealer because it offers full coverage, it self-sets, and personally on me, I don't think it dries out my skin a whole bunch. And I know for a lot of people, that's the reason why they don't really enjoy using Shape Tape. It's because they do feel like it's drying, but out of all of the bottles that I have used, I have not had a bad experience with it. Now to set my face today, I'm deciding to go into a powder foundation as opposed to a translucent loose powder or a banana powder, because this has more coverage and that's exactly what I need right now. So I'm going to use the Shiseido powder foundation in the shade 220 Linen, and this is going to go over any areas that I feel like just need that extra boost of coverage. And to apply this, I'm using my Sigma F88 brush, and this is the perfect packing brush. So if you are somebody who likes to pack on their foundation, whether that's liquid or powder, definitely look into this brush. For this series, we're going to keep the brows the same. I don't really change up my brows in general, but today we are using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. And to outline my brows, I'm using the Revolution Pro 160 brush. And this is the perfect brush if you do use brow pomades. If you use brow powders, this is a little too dense for that, and it will kind of make your brow powders look streaky, but with the pomade, it literally draws on and blends in beautifully. I know I'm jumping around a little bit in this video, but I want to go ahead and apply bronzer because this is the one bronzer that I will be using throughout the entire week, and this is the Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced. I really want to use this up by the end of the year as well. This is definitely one of those items that I feel like will never die. I've had this since I was 18, and it just needs to go. So I'm going to be using it every single day of the week, and I will have this on as my foundation routine prior to my eyeshadow looks for each day of the week. While the sun was setting, I just thought I would finish this eye off camera just to kind of gauge where I wanted this look to go towards. Now, as you guys know, I am obsessed with blues and greens at the moment, so I decided to do this green, really bold cut crease with some orange and yellows. Now, today's palette of choice is the brand new Artemis palette, and I feel like this palette is definitely a huge hit. Look at the color variety in this palette. There are warm tones, but then there are also cool tones, and although this palette has a lot of shimmers, I think the matte selection in here is phenomenal. You do get a variety with the nudes as well as the warm tones and the greens and blues. And before I go on into this eye, I wanted to mention that with these series, I like to implement as many products from the brand that I am highlighting, just so that it's, I guess, almost like a full face one brand as well. Alter Ego is fairly small, so for the rest of the series, we're going to be using the eye base, we're going to be using their brushes, and then we're going to be doing their lashes and liquid lip. I went ahead and applied a few dots of their eye base here, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in. Now, unlike the eye bases that I am used to, this one is clear. This one has no pigment, no beige undertone. It's just sticky. So if you guys like sticky bases, then this is definitely one to try. I feel like I have to use this a little bit more. To be honest, I think that I like my Kaleidos eye primer a little bit better because it almost acts like a concealer agent as well with cutting the crease. It also helps cover up some of the veins on my eyes, some of the redness. So it's more multitasking than this one. But if you are the type of person who just wants their eyeshadows to last longer, then this is it. As you see here, I am tapping on the shade Stealth, which is a beautiful dark emerald green, and this is a matte, so this is going to help stick down to the primer because, as I said, the primer is sticky. Now we are going to move on into a blending brush, and we are going to take a lighter green, and that is the shade called Silent, and we are going to buff this color right on top of Stealth, and we are going to help try and blend this out to create a nice soft seamless blend. Because we're going to apply some of the orange onto our eyelid, I decided to take a little bit of this orange shade here, and that one's called Hunt. And right near the brow bone, on top of that lime green, we are going to blend this in. Now, if you are somebody who doesn't have a super strong yellow undertone, this isn't going to blend into the skin like a transition shade for you. So I would recommend, if you are somebody with like a neutral or cool undertone, to go in with something like of a lighter brown or maybe a taupe. I'm just using an orange because I'm yellow. With a little bit of extra Stealth on the initial blending brush, I am going to go ahead and pop this into the crease. Now, typically when I start with darker shades, I only keep that shade on one brush, and then I switch out to some other brushes when it comes to blending. So I had the dark green on this small blending brush, so I'm just using that again to just really define that crease area because we did a lot of blending. With my Tarte Shape Tape, I literally just applied it all over the eyelid like this, and I just did my half cut crease. We're going to move on into the eyelid, and we're going to do 3 different shimmers. So we're going to start off with the shade here called Scent, and this one is going to go right into the inner third of this cut crease, into the inner corner. Then we're going to take Spear, and this is going to go right into the center of the cut crease. Make sure you get it all the way up to that cut crease line to make it look nice and crisp. And then for that orange, we're going to take Pounce, and this is really where the money's at. This shade is so freaking beautiful. Love this one so much. Fall, autumn, it's beautiful. As you see in that outer corner, I didn't blend out the orange because when I do my winged liner, my smoked out wing liner, it's going to blend into it and it's going to do the blending for me. So it's kind of just skipping a step at this point. So I'm going to look down into my mirror and I am going to draw a black line starting from the outer corner going into the middle of my eye, and we are going to stop there. But right in that outer corner, we're gonna do a little bit of a wing. It doesn't have to be perfect because like I said, we're gonna be blending it all out. With the shade Ambush on a very tiny pencil brush, I'm talking real tiny, like this is micro. We are going to go ahead and first tap it onto the eye and then we are going to shape it. Now this is a really dark teal. It's not quite black, but it's not quite green or blue. So it's the perfect blending out shade as far as this look is concerned. Remember that brush that we had Stealth on? We are going to use the residual of Stealth and we are going to blend right on top of this little liner moment, and it's going to help blend out everything to make it look a little bit more cohesive. I'm going to take my ShopMissA Stellar eyeliner in the shade Comet and I'm going to outline my crease. With the lightest shimmer in the palette called Obscure, I'm going to take that into the inner corner as well as brow bone. And I'm going to take this pretty far into the brow bone as well. Normally I like to just keep it right in that arch, but I'm going to really highlight it just to extend the brow. I have a lot of concealer in my lashes right now, so I decided to go in with the Urban Decay Lash Freak Mascara. This is a beautiful, juicy, dark mascara, but it doesn't transfer. So I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes, and then I'm going to finish off my lower lash line before I do falsies. With that Ulta eyeliner, I'm going to go ahead and line my entire lower lash line. Don't worry if it's messy because we're going to blend it out. Remember that small brush in Ambush? We're going to take that again and we are going to blend in our lower lash line like this, and we are going to actually connect it into that smoky wing just like that. And it's going to add this element of mysteriousness to the eye look, and because it's green and dark teal, I think that it kind of just gives your eyes like, I know you want to know my social security vibe, you know, but you're obviously not going to give it to anyone, so you're going to make people continue to guess. And remember that brush with Stealth? We're going to take that again. I'm not taking any additional product, but I'm just smoothing that out right under the dark teal, blending it up towards that wing so that we have that nice fluidity. For lashes, I'm applying the Alter Ego lashes in the style Craze. If you are wondering what all of the Alter Ego lashes look like, I do have a dedicated video to that. They only have a couple of styles and they're all really light and natural. However, there's a lot of volume, there's a lot of layers to these, so it does look like lash extensions on the eyes. I'm thinking of doing a bold lip today, so because we have so much going on, I want to do a more subdued cheek. So here I have the Kaleidos Blush Duo, and this one is Lo-Fi Peach. I'm going to take the shade here called Punch, and I'm going to go ahead and just lightly apply that onto the cheeks. You see how there's like a nice natural flush to the cheeks and it's not super crazy? This is exactly what I am looking for today. I'm also going to use a peachy toned highlighter. This is from Shiseido. This is the Inner Light shade. And I'm going to go ahead with that same brush that we used to apply the blush. I'm going to do a more dispersed highlighter look and apply this all over the cheek as well as my nose and chin. Whenever I do my bold lips, I feel very self-conscious, to be honest. So in order for me to feel more subdued and to feel a little bit more confident in them, I line my lips with a nude lip liner just because it's a safe zone for me. So I'm going to take Colourpop Curvii. I definitely look like Doris from Shrek. I love that. I love this look. So we're going to go in with the Alter Ego Liquid Lip, and I have the shade Infamous. And we are going to go ahead and apply this right into the center or the areas that I did not apply lip liner. This is really outside of my comfort zone. I think I need to do my hair in order to see if I like this look. I'm going to be right back. I need to fix something. We are completed with day 1 here. How do you like the combo of green and red? I don't think I've ever done a green and red combo on my channel before, and that's because I feel like this combo is a little tacky, almost like cobalt blue and bright red. I just don't like that combo at all, but I think I was able to make it work, especially with the implementation of yellow and the different undertone of red for the lips. I think it's just, I don't know, a little bit more Doris from Shrek vibes as opposed to Crazy. Let me know in the comments below if you are going to try out this look. I think this is a very interesting look indeed. And I also want to mention before I leave this video that throughout this entire week from today, Monday, until Saturday, I am hosting a giveaway with Alter Ego. I have the link in the description box below, and it's going to be in every single description box in this series. So make sure you guys read the rules. It's quite straight to the point. It's not anything crazy, I promise. I don't make my giveaway rules super crazy, yet people still don't follow them. So I just want to mention that just really quick. So that wraps up day 1, and I'm super excited to see you guys tomorrow. Love you all so much. Bye. Peace out, Girl Scouts.